Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're ranking Michael Jordan's finals MVPs. Johnny Arnett put a little video for us to react to and I'm excited for it, man. I love ranking what was the best of your own championships. Like Kobe Bryant, between his two finals MVPs, 2010 is way better than 2009 in my opinion because he beat Boston in a Game 7 in Staples Center. Storybook ending, man. And then like with Bron, clearly the 3-1 comeback against Golden State, that one's his best finals MVP by far. I don't even think you can compare them. With Michael Jordan, I don't know how we're going to rank them, dude. Like, which one's the best one? Obviously, beating the Lakers is a storied franchise, but you could argue that that might have been one of the weaker teams. So we're going to check this out, see what Johnny Arnett thinks is the best Michael Jordan finals MVP. I'm so happy I'm finally learning about Jordan's career for the first time in my life. Let's go. I gotta sit through a little intro, huh? No, thank you, Johnny. Not today.
I've been telling other basketball fans over and over again that Michael Jordan's undefeated 6-0 finals record isn't impressive simply because he never lost on the game's biggest stage, but is because of how he performed in each of those series. The 6-0 record isn't some random arbitrary stat, but rather it's indicative of how Jordan was the ultimate performer when the games mattered the most. As requested by a faithful viewer, here's my ranking of Jordan's finals MVPs throughout his career.
Well,
Number 6, 1996.
Dang. Okay, that one's actually kind of surprising to me. That was their 72 and 10 year.
This was the easiest selection on the list, as Jordan's finals MVP over the Supersonics is the only one that is sometimes debated upon concerning whether or not he actually deserved it.
Wow.
Although I understand the impact of Dennis Rodman, and although I've watched this series in its entirety numerous times, I still think MJ was clearly the most deserving player from Chicago. In a grit and grind defensive series in which the Bulls' entire team averaged only 93 points per game, every bit of Jordan's offensive impact was needed. His stat line was somewhat underwhelming by his own standards, but by the standards of just about any
41% from the field is underwhelming for Jordan.
other superstar, this would be considered a fantastic showing. With that being said, it's still unquestionably in the last spot on this list, as it was not only his lowest scoring final series of his career, but it was also his most inefficient. Yes, he did go up against the revered Supersonics defense, but this is far from the only time on this list where Jordan was up against an elite defense. Number 5, 1997. His first finals against Utah.
Yo, he's really crapping on this last three-peat. He's apparently the first three-peat was way better.
Was incredibly impressive to say the least. But even while being great, it's possible to not be enough to secure one of the top few spots on this list. To begin the series, Jordan was dealing with an extra layer of motivation, as Karl Malone was narrowly named the league MVP ahead of him. When asked about it in a pre-finals interview, Jordan was very blunt about the fact that this MVP selection motivated him.
You know, yeah, Karl, you won MVP this year. Well, this is the MVP of the finals. You know, this is, winning the championship. This is a leader of your team.
At the conclusion of Game 1, Jordan's statement appeared to be extremely prophetic, as Karl Malone not only missed both of his crucial free throws while the game was on the line, but then Jordan went on to bury his iconic game-winning jumper to secure the first game of the series.
Karl choking the free throw? I'm sorry, Karl. I know you were the league MVP, but that's just disappointing from the league MVP.
Only missed both of his crucial free throws while the game was on the line, but then Jordan went on to
had he made those free throws, y'all think it goes a different direction?
Bury his iconic game-winning jumper to secure the first game of the series.
Y'all think Jazz win it all?
Later on in Game 5, Jordan had his famous flu game performance, where he dropped 38 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals on 48%
ridiculous,
shooting.
man. If you can't beat him while he has the flu, you're not going to beat him, period.
Over the course of the 6-game series as a whole, MJ averaged 32.3 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds, and 1.2 steals on 45.6% shooting.
I know his averages for the other series are probably just as ridiculous, but the fact that this is 5th, and this would be infinitely better than most people's first, is just hilarious to me. Also, the flu game, to me, I think should elevate this one a little higher. I don't know.
Jordan's offensive dominance was even better than what his stat line indicated, as the entire Bulls squad averaged only 87.8 points per game,
Dang,
which
man.
means that between Jordan's points and assists, he accounted for over half of the team's total offense over the entire series.
See, how is this
When
better?
it was all said
How is this one not better than the other ones?
and done, MJ did end up showing Carl who the true MVP was after all.
Carl.
Number 4, 1991.
Okay.
Jordan's first championship was quite impressive, and some may even go as far as calling it his most impressive, but for a couple reasons, I don't think that is quite the case. It was the long-awaited bout between the two greatest guards of basketball history, Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson. In this series, MJ showed that Magic wasn't the only guard in the series who could distribute, as he poured in 31.2 points,
Dang.
11.4 assists,
My gosh.
6.6 rebounds, and 2.8 steals on 55.8% shooting.
Dude, those assist numbers alone, along with the efficiency, the steals, the points, I don't get how this ain't higher.
Obviously, a player averaging
But again, they're all going to be insane.
north of 30 points per game while averaging double-digit assists is a rare occurrence for any playoff series, let alone the NBA Finals. Clearly, his efficiency was incredibly stellar, which includes his dominant performance in Game 2, where he had a stretch where he made 13 straight field goals without a miss.
Wow.
The thing is, as great as this 5-game series was from MJ, one of the reasons I have a hard time giving it a top 3 spot was the fact that Jordan took full advantage of an extremely short-handed Lakers team, as both Byron Scott and James Worthy were dealing with injuries, which made them miss time and affected their defensive play
Fair.
while they were on the court.
That's fair.
Number 3, 1998. As far as I'm concerned, Jordan's last finals appearance makes it into the upper half of this list, as it was an epic final chapter to his career in Chicago. It wasn't his most efficient series from the field, and it wasn't a well-rounded series statistically. But what he did do was carry an injured and tired Bulls roster offensively on a historic level.
Okay.
Throughout the 6-game series, neither team scored 100 points even a single time. In fact, the two teams eclipsed 90 points in only 2 instances.
Ow.
To put it simply, it was a grit and grind type of series that was slow-paced and was defensively minded. Yet even with that being the case, Jordan averaged an astonishing 33.5 points per game over the course of the
That's
series.
ridiculous, man.
The most notable example of him carrying the offense was in the championship clinching 6th game, where he scored 45 of the Bulls' 87 points. That's the highest percentage of a team's total points in NBA Finals history. With Scottie Pippen dealing with immense pain in his back, Jordan didn't have a choice but to carry the Bulls' offense. And to simply say that he did that would be a tremendous understatement. Number 2.
45 out of 87?
1992.
Unheard of.
Coming up in the runner-up spot is Jordan's second championship run against Portland, where he immediately began proving his naysayers wrong and breaking NBA records. Heading into the series, the narrative being pushed by the media was that Clyde Drexler of the Blazers was not only as talented as Michael Jordan, but that he was clearly the much better perimeter shooter. After all, Clyde shot more than 3 times as many three-point attempts as Jordan did throughout the regular season, and was also significantly more efficient. Unsurprisingly, Michael
I didn't know people were shooting at that volume back then.
took offense to this, and in an interview just days prior to Game 1, MJ said that Clyde is only a better shooter than he chooses to be. Obviously, MJ then made it a point to prove the naysayers wrong, and began firing away from three-point range shortly after tip-off. Jordan set the NBA record for the most three-pointers made in a finals half, and he also tied the record for the most threes made in an NBA Finals game.
Crazy,
in
man.
that first half of Game 1, he also dropped 35 points, which is still, to this very day, the most points ever scored in a half of an NBA Finals game. Jordan's scoring dominance and precision from the perimeter would only continue throughout the course of the series, as he averaged 35.8 points, 6.5 assists, 4.8 rebounds, and 1.7 steals on 52.6% shooting.
Insane, dude.
Jordan was so accurate that he nearly had 50-40-90 percentages over the course of those finals.
Whoa.
Along with that, Jordan had a commanding performance in the crucial 5th game in Portland, where he dropped 46 points on 61% shooting from the field. MJ also contained Drexler
Video game numbers.
below his scoring average and well below his usual efficiency. An absolutely incredible display from Jordan in his prime. Number 1, 1993. This isn't just the most impressive finals series of Jordan's career, but it's arguably the greatest finals performance in NBA history. Against
Bold
Charles
statement.
Barkley and the Phoenix Suns, Jordan exploded offensively, averaging more points than
See, if I'm Barkley, I'm livid that he chose of his 6 finals to go the craziest against me.
anyone else ever has in the finals. Jordan overall was the leading scorer in all 6 games, and dropped at least 40 points in 4 out of those 6 games,
I'd be livid.
including a 55-point eruption in Game 4.
Bruh.
Over the series, he averaged 41 points, 8.5 rebounds, 6.7 assists, and 1.7 steals on 50.8% shooting.
Shooting 41 points per game in the finals. What's second place to that? I need to know. Most... Wow, I can't type. Most PPG in NBA finals. Bruh. Oh, it's not even number 1. Wait, what? Oh, I meant a series, brother. Oh, I gotta do my research on my own time, dude. I gotta do my research on my own time. Okay, Jordan, then Rick Barry at 40, and Elgin Baylor at 40. Okay, I didn't realize other people were dropping 40 bombs every playoff game. But, I mean, respect, dude. Respect.
Jordan also shot a solid 40% from three-point range while leading all of the Bulls players in three-point attempts. What's rarely mentioned is how Jordan did all of this against the best defender in the league at the shooting guard position other than himself, which was the second-team all-defender Dan Marley, who was
Damn.
utterly torched by MJ time and time again.
Dan, you were all NBA second team, defensive second team, and you got torched like this?
If Michael fails to have an outstanding performance in any one of these evenings, then the Bulls likely lose the series as a result.
Damn.
But again, this is one of the many reasons why most basketball fans consider him as the greatest player of all time, as Jordan never failed to excel when he was on the game's biggest stage. So what do you guys think? How would you rank Jordan's 6 finals MVPs, and would you be interested in seeing me do a ranking for any other players? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more basketball content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Insanity, dude. Let's see if the comments agree with him, man. No one else gave their own ranking. Whatever, dude. I have to agree, I think, for the most part. I think Phoenix is definitely number 1. I kind of want to put 98 a little higher because he hit the game-winning shot. Game-winning steal, game-winning shot. It's moments like that that I think... It's not just the overall stats, you know what I'm saying? Because all the overall stats are insane. So I would maybe put 98 number 2. But I don't know, man. I wasn't there to witness it. Also, with the Scottie Pippen was hurt. And then the flu game, I feel bad putting that one in 90 or putting it at number 5 because that's such an iconic moment. But hey, if you were there to watch all 6 of them, I'd love to hear your rankings and see if they're different from Johnny's. I think I would go Phoenix, Utah, and then we can sprinkle the other 3 down there somewhere. But anyways, man, thanks for watching. Hope y'all have a great day, night, whatever time of day it is for you. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Deuces.